How will China and India advance their bilateral ties? Joining us now from Beijing is Teng Jianqun. He's an arms control expert at the China Institute of International Studies. Welcome back to the show. First, I'd like to get your take on the China-India relationship. Both presidents have connected on a personal level with visits to their respective hometowns. They're neighbors and have a lot in common. So how has this relationship progressed, especially with these two leaders?
Everybody knows that the two leaders are powerful, pragmatic, and they did enjoy the friendship since they took office in each country. I think this time the visit of Prime Minister Modi is actually a visit of history, a visit of culture, a visit of politics, and a visit of trade. The xi'an, historic sites, of course, are very interesting for most of the state leaders, and the most favorite city for them to pay visit there. And of course, this time, as everyone knows, xi'an is also the hometown of our president. So this time, China just to show the good friendship to Indian, and I think this visit by the Prime Minister of India will maintain the momentum of a healthy and constructive development of the relationship between two countries.
Talk about some of the key areas of partnership. They've been talking about the Silk Road Initiative, the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, and particularly infrastructure and increasing trade between these two countries.
Mm-hmm. As reported just now, I think the total volume of trade between the two countries is about $70 billion as planned by the two countries. I'm sure in the coming year might reach to the $100 billion. So I think as the two giants of Asian countries, there are some complementarities in infrastructure construction, in trade, in other sectors. I think this is very important for the two countries to sit down to talk about the areas to cooperate. For example, AIIB, One Road, One Belt. India is a very important country, for these, arrangement. It's actually a change or complementary order for development of the whole region, not only for the sake of China, not only for the sake of India.
Both leaders also agreed on the importance of communication between their countries, the region, and exchanges, particularly between the media and young people. So talk about the potential ahead. What do you see in the coming decades?
I think in the past, at least 30 years, the two countries, peoples-to-peoples exchanges, has been on a very healthy, track. And we have witnessed a lot of, Indians studying in China, and also a lot of Chinese young, students now studying in New Delhi and other cities of India. So this is very important for the exchanges of ideas and also to understand each other and to have a very good future for the relationship between the two countries. Actually, India and China did have a very good relationship in the past 5,000 years. In the history, they exchange a lot not only in Buddha but also in other areas. So this time, I'm sure Prime Minister Modi's visit to China, from Xi'an to Beijing and then to Shanghai, will give a new driving force for the two countries to, continue such a momentum in the development of their healthy and constructive relationship.
All right, Teng Jianqun, China Institute of International Studies. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us.